What's going on, Stim Junkies? Hi, Stim Ace here, and I hope you guys are off to an incredible start to your week. Today, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Obviously, you guys are used to seeing me review the latest and hottest pre-workouts, especially the illicit ones coming out in this day and age, but I figured it was due time to release a sequel to one of my most popular videos ever released here on the channel. Now, in 2024, I released a video titled The Top 7 Euphoric Pre-Workouts That You Can Still Get in 2024. It's almost been a year since I released that video, and it is one of the most popular videos on my channel. So I figured, let me do a proper sequel for 2025. So without further ado, strap your seatbelts and let's get ready for the top 2025 euphoric pre-workouts that you can still get in 2025. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so another year has passed, and indeed we have a whole bunch of new pre-workouts here in our rotation. There's always new companies coming out, releasing new quality products, and some of them have a little bit of extra yum-yums in those pre-workouts. Other ones do stick to a more traditional by-the-books kind of label, but that doesn't mean that they can't replicate that euphoric feeling that we are always chasing in the gym. Now, there is a difference between a nootropic focus, a good sense of well-being, and a euphoria, right? There is mood elevation, which is a pre-workout that just makes you feel like you're in a good mood. It makes you feel positive, healthy, aware of what's going on. But then there is euphoria, which is just like 10 levels above, where you're essentially dancing in between sets. You are one with the music and you feel absolutely incredible. Me personally, I love aggressive pre-workouts, but I will always, and I mean always, take a euphoric, head-high kind of experience over an aggressive one. So let's begin the list. We have 10 on here, and there's a lot of honorable mentions that did not make it to this list here, but that doesn't mean that they aren't good. If I missed anything on here that you feel like should have been on the list, make sure to drop it in the comments down below. So the first pre-workout we have here on the list is Mindbender from Project M Supplements. Now, this is a brand that I became aware of a couple of months ago, and I have reviewed a couple of their products. They have a lot of sister companies, and we're going to discuss that a little bit later because one of their sister company products is also on this list, albeit a little bit higher up on the list. This list, by the way, is in no particular order except for maybe like the top 3. So the Mindbender one works in a really nice way. You have 200 or 250 milligrams of Araya, 200 milligrams of DMHA, so a nice amount. It's definitely not like the craziest amount I've ever seen, but this pre-workout more than anything just makes you happy, makes you floaty, makes you feel good in the gym. The pumps are very solid as well. The focus package is good. The energy package is nice as well, but just a good positive feeling all around. I've already ran it 3 times, and every time the experience has been identical. And again, Project M Supplements has a lot of other incredible pre-workouts as well, but this one here, the Mindbender, definitely stood out. Next up on the list, we have Ronin from Anarchy Labs, and this here is a loaded, and I mean a super loaded type of pre-workout. Whatever stimulant you can think of in your head, it's probably in this pre-workout, okay? This thing is freaking crazy. Obviously, no DMAA and no actual DMHA in here, but this thing is just on a whole other level. You're going to be floating and flying through the clouds for hour and a half after taking the drink, and it just keeps on building and building and building. This one here is a little bit more intense to some of the other pre-workouts on the list because there is a sense of aggression here. There's a sense of let's get shit done, but you're going to feel incredible, floaty, buzzy, euphoric, and ready to tackle on the most gruesome of workouts. Up next, we have Darkhorse from E-Tech, and this one here is one that a lot of people have been sleeping on for a very long time. I did review this one, I think a little bit less than a year ago, and it's been around for quite a while. Usually it's sold in local shops such as Eva Supplements here in New York City and a whole bunch of other shops across the country, but there is a couple of websites that do sell it, and I'm going to link everything obviously in the video description. I'm going to pin the comment as well so you guys can check out all these pre-workouts, but Darkhorse is still available for pickup. It has 1,4-DMAA in there, which is structurally different from the 1,3-dimethylamine that we're used to. It focuses more on giving you a clear-headed kind of feeling, a nice head high, a buzz, a floaty feeling, and it also has a nice energy package to boot. Less aggressive, intense energy from that 1,3, but the 1,4 definitely focuses and operates more on the nootropic level, but a euphoric nootropic kind of feeling. So you're getting the best of both worlds. It still hits, and it's still an incredible product. Next up on the list is Aventador from Diamond Tech, and this is definitely a diamond in the rough, no pun intended. Now, the last time I saw a review for this product was about 4 or 5 years ago. People seem to have kind of forgotten about it, and it's been really under the radar for a couple of years. And then Stim Ace got his hands on it. I did my review, was very, very impressed with this product. And then all the other reviewers seems to have gotten their hands on it, and it's back in the spotlight, you know? Everybody's talking about it. It is now back in the spotlight once again. But this is an incredible product. It's got a light scoop. It's got a really nice, clean, and I mean super clean, floaty head high. You feel the head lifting off your shoulders, and you're ready to go. Great blend of energy and sense of aggression, but not too much of a sense of aggression. It's definitely in the happier realm. There's positive vibes all around, and also a little bit of a thermogenic effect. You're sweating a little bit, but you're really locked in that good positive headspace, and you're feeling absolutely incredible. Next up on the list, we have a pre-workout that I reviewed just recently, and this here is Apollo Nutrition's latest iteration of TimeCop. TimeCop V4 to be exact. And this here is a nootropic powerhouse. Whatever nootropic you can think of, it's in this product here. It also has a crap ton of beta-PEA and a nice amount of ariogenesis. Also got a little bit of alpha-O, but the alpha-O in here doesn't overwhelm any of the other nootropic or mood-elevating ingredients, right? So it gives you just a little bit of extra sense of urgency, a little bit of sweating, but the main component of this product here is a good positive head high and a good clear nootropic mood elevation and sense of well-being and awareness. So this isn't an illicit product. There's no extra sprinkled in here. There's no illicit kind of underground ingredients, but everything just synergizes so beautifully. So you have this clear-headed focus where you're really aware of everything going on, but simultaneously you're in this little bubble and you're euphoric and you're dancing and you're happy and you're feeling good, but you're also getting shit done in the gym and you're getting pumped up to boot. This is truly the complete package. It is a premier, premium product, and I really, really like it. Now, no list can be complete without a Dark Labs product, and for me, it was very difficult to choose because I had 3 potential products that I was going to include on this list. The first one being Flame, the second one being Maniaco, and the third one, which I did end up choosing for this video here, is the all-new Crack Primal. Now, I honestly don't remember what the original Primal hit like. It's been over a year, probably about a year and a quarter at this point. And I remember liking the OG Primal. I remember it also being really, really intense and aggressive. But this new version we have here has very little caffeine, especially compared to the other pre-workouts on this list or any other high-stim pre-workouts in the realm currently in existence in 2025. It's only got like 250 milligrams of total caffeine, something like that, which is really nuts. But everything else that's in there, the Araya, I think it's like 1.75 milligrams of alpha-O, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was some Araya in there as well, but the package comes together so nicely. It takes about 25-30 minutes for this thing to properly build. It is definitely a creeper, a builder type of product, but it's emphasizing the clear-headed head high where you're just kind of floating, but you're also present in the moment. You're pushing, you're energized, you're a little bit aggressive, but not to the point where it detracts and turns it into an angry, aggressive pre-workout. This is happy, it's floaty, and although Flame and Maniaco are great products as well, I feel like they didn't emphasize the Euphoria as well as this new version of Primal. So if you guys are Dark Labs fans, Primal is definitely the euphoric pre-workout for you. And next up on the list, we have a newcomer for 2025. And this one here comes to us from Heisenberg himself. And this here is none other else than Mr. White. Yeah, guys, exclusively available over at NutriCartel.com. I ran this one a bunch of times already. I did drop my review when this one first came out. The label reads almost identical to the original version of Zeus. Now, Zeus was a product that when it hit, there was nothing like it. It almost hit like Dark Energy at its peak. But then, for whatever reason, the batches weren't consistent, and the experience really varied from batch to batch, and honestly, from workout to workout, because it wasn't even consistent within the tub for whatever reason. This one here, I've already ran about 4 times, and I'm happy to say it does feel like that old Zeus, and it is consistent. There is that nice euphoric feeling. It's light. The heart rate's not going to go up. You're not going to be sweating excessively. The energy isn't the main component here. There's enough caffeine to get you energized, but the floaty head high will kind of put you on autopilot and really get you going in the gym. Absolutely incredible pre-workout. And this one here, once again, is Mr. White. Up next, we have another brand new product, and this one actually launched about a month and a half ago from our good friends over at Sublocker.com. And this here is their first take on a pre-workout known as Lockdown. And yours truly had a little bit of helping hand in here. I did try out the early pre-production batches. I gave my feedback, and thankfully the owner did take some of my opinions into consideration. And what we have is Lockdown, which again is only available at Sublocker.com. And I'm going to link everything in the end of the video so you guys can pick everything up with discount codes. But this one here claims to have amp citrate, whether it's actual amp citrate or a research chemical that mimics the feelings. You're going to have that good, locked on, tunnel vision focus on here, the one that feels borderline illicit, but you're also going to get a good mood elevation from that DMHA, from the Euphoric. No Alfeo in here, no drama. That was thanks to me, by the way. I told the owner not to put Alfeo in here because there's a crap ton of products on the market that already have the Euphoric, DMHA, and Alfeo combo. I told him take out the Alfeo, but really emphasize that DMHA, amp citrate, Euphoric combo, and create a nice floaty head high experience that all you stim junkies can enjoy. And this one is absolutely incredible. Tastes really good too. The pumps are freaking incredible. Great dosages in here, clinical dosages, and overall just a nice clear sense of well-being, no crash, no negative side effects, and you're just gonna feel great on the all new Lockdown. All right, guys, so we are at the top 3, and once again, I want to emphasize that these pre-workouts here are in no particular order, and I also want to emphasize that this here is purely my opinion. If you've ever taken any of these products and they don't quite hit for you the way they did for me, you can't blame me for it, because everybody reacts to these products differently. So with that being said, the next product we have here is Kratos from Beast Coast Nutrition, and this is essentially what Wildfire was about a year and a half ago. I think anything up until the 1025 batches of Wildfire was the good batch. Anything after that, the 26, 27 expiration, it no longer has the goods in it. So Kratos comes to us from the same people that made the original Wildfire, and they nerfed it a little bit, maybe 15, 20, 25% nerf, so it doesn't freaking get the eyes as wide. You don't feel like you're hopped up on something crazy, but it does feel very good. It's very productive. It's very clean, and there's definitely a nice high that comes with it. So I really like the Kratos, and despite having Kratos himself on the cover looking angry and jacked and ready to get shit done and kick some ass, it's actually quite the opposite. It's a very nice floaty experience, very buzzy, very mood elevating, and you're just gonna feel incredible on this one. So Beast Coast Nutrition, Kratos comes in at number 3. All right, guys, so we are here at the top 2 right now, and these are actually my top 2 favorites. Now, there was another product I wanted to include on here, and I didn't because I feel like this is somewhat of a controversial product that not everybody vibed with. As a matter of fact, I know at least 50% of people did not like this product. For me, it always hits incredibly. That product is Kill Switch, but we're not going to talk about it. It's not on this official list, so don't consider it on here officially, but definitely an honorable mention. Okay, so now let's get to the actual number 2 product I have here, and this one right here is Judgment Day. Yes, Judgment Day from Project M Supplement sister company. Their name is escaping me at the moment, but Judgment Day was freaking crazy. The first time I ran it, honestly, it felt like that first time that I ran a crack product from Dark Labs. I did not expect it to hit me nowhere near as good as it did. This one does come with a little bit of aggression, a little bit of thermogenesis. There's more of a sense of urgency in here. You're going to want to push harder. There's more of a physical energy, but the buzz, it's like the first time you took Crack Barbarian or Crack Purple. The buzz is just otherworldly, and you just feel incredible, and the endurance doesn't go away. You're just going to want to be in the gym for hours on end, pumping and pushing and just taking things to the next level. Judgment Day is incredible, and I really raved about it in my review. You guys can watch that review if you haven't yet. I'm going to link it down below, link the video description with the playlist so you guys can check it out. But Judgment Day, that was a freaking special product, and it's got a special place in my heart, which is why I gave it the number 2 spot. So we're officially here, guys. We are officially at the number 1 spot, and can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is? Okay, you guys probably know what the number 1 pre-workout is for me, right? Despite the fact that it's not super consistent and it does vary from batch to batch, I've only had positive experiences on this one here, and I can't compare it to the version from 3-4 years ago, but over the last year and a half, this has become my favorite pre-workout of all time. Nothing even comes close to it, and you guys probably guessed that the pre-workout I'm talking about is Excelsior by Imperial Nutrition, because Excelsior is different than anything else. It doesn't give you a traditional euphoria where you're in the backseat and you're dancing and bopping and you're looking like a fool in the gym. It doesn't really give you that euphoria. For me, it just kind of elevates everything that I do and makes it come out on a better level. But that also does translate to euphoria, because every time I go to the gym, I feel happy naturally. Whether I take pre-workout or not, the gym is my happy place. It's my sanctuary. So whenever I go to the gym, I feel incredible already. So when I take that Excelsior, and yes, it does take it about 40 to 55 minutes to properly hit, but when I take that Excelsior and I'm heading to the gym, I am filled with this joy and the utmost happiness and excitement, almost like I'm a kid going into a candy store, except that I'm going to pump some weights in the gym. It makes me feel like the best version of myself. I call it the limitless pre-workout, and everything just works so perfectly, and it lasts way beyond the training session. It lasts for the entire day. So high stim Saturday, high stim Sunday, 1 scoop or maybe 1 1/4 scoop of Excelsior paired with a light pump formula, and I am ready to go, and I have my entire day mapped up. It makes me focused, it makes me positive, it makes me productive, it makes me happy, confident. There's no negatives, guys. And I know the batches vary a little bit, but honestly, I feel like in the past 2.5 years, all these batches have been pretty consistent. So yeah, some batches are a little nuanced, they're a little bit different than others, and you guys can always visit Reddit or Anabolic Minds forums to kind of read up on the latest batches. But as far as I'm aware, these products have been pretty consistent, and Excelsior for me is #1. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this was a surprise. I didn't tease anything on Instagram. I wanted to drop this today and start your week off on a positive stim junkie note. So if you guys appreciate this video and you enjoy this content, make sure to leave a big like on here. It greatly helps the algorithm. Comment down below. Let me know if I missed any products. I'm sure I did. And give me a couple of recommendations. Maybe there's something I haven't tried yet. I want to hear from each and every one of you guys down below. Do you agree with my list? Do you think my list wasn't that great? I want to hear from you. Let me know down below. With that being said, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at high-stim Ace, and I will see you all next time for the next high-stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High-stim Ace, signing off.